Yeah, have a great day.
Don't forget to bring the family on up.
Shooting guard. 6'4" managers.
'From the Eastern Conference in this game as the New York Knicks play this one at home. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. The Pacers will play just this one game on the road before returning back to Indiana. This game's going to be a challenge for them. Facing one of the top-tier teams in the league, they'll have to be at their best to steal a win here.
And they need to play much better tonight than they did in the first game. This is the second of 4 games between them this season, so a team they'll face often. They want to keep it competitive.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a chance for them to make a statement tonight. They're looking to bounce back and answer back.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. We've got Durant. Sabonis is out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Nunez in at the point. And at this point of the season, Clark, we can see which teams have the better depth, the better bench. If you would talk about the importance of having a strong bench over the long haul.
For contending teams, I think it's a difference maker because it allows you to work through the length of the season in a more measured way, which gives your key players rest. You spread out the minutes over more players. So that tends to lend itself to freshness as you get ready for the playoffs. I don't know if you can overstate the value of a quality bench when you're a team that's expected to make a deep run in the playoffs.
And Clark, you played your entire career with the Pacers. What was your favorite memory during that time?
Well, certainly realizing the dream of being an NBA player, Kevin. I was the 8th pick overall. It was close to where I played in college at Ohio State. And then being able to perform at a high level to be a unanimous all-rookie team selection, that was a pretty good highlight for me starting my career.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Chapman.
I'll tell you what, like how cool and collected he was getting the job done at the line in this one.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Nate McMillan.
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big edge for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Here's Chapman after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Floats one, Chapman. The Knicks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. 2 shots. The first free throw is good. The Pacers making a change here. Holiday's checked in. All free throws good from Chapman. It's stolen. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Kicks it to Turner. Outside Butler. 6 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. No good off the front iron.
The defense has to be better. I mean, they were fortunate that he missed that mid-range jumper. It certainly wasn't because of the defense.
Durant feeling it out a bit. Porzingis with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's New York.
Boy, Butler doing a nice job taking advantage of the open man. Good quick pass there.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Lopez finds Durant. The kick out to Holiday. And he hits the jump shot. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Out to Porzingis. Inside. Taken away by Holiday. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. It's Oladipo on the wing. There's the triple. Traps in the tray. Oladipo's got 5.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Poked loose. Goes up from the top of the key. And again, it's Indiana.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Here's Chapman, guarded by Holiday. And they get it. Chapman's shot is off.
Boy, he's holding his team back. Really a hindrance. Can't make a thing. He's way off today.
Holiday looking over the floor. Banked in off the glass.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that 2-hand.
Here's Holiday following the score by New York. 11 feet away and too long on the shot. Knicks trail by 5. And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know. Greg goes about 6'8", 240, and he can tee up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle skills for the Pacers.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Here's Chapman. A 14-point game for him in the win against Boston.
And, you know, that night his defense was remarkable as well. He was excellent at coming up with steals.
Just 3 to shoot, and the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
I don't think we'll ever see another 7'3" player who can drain the three like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level.
Now here's Durant in the game against Chicago. Very impressive.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Passes it to Chapman. To the paint is Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking.
Now here is Holiday. 9 points last game. Durant against Butler. On the high post. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Knicks on offense. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And there's the pass to Chapman. And the Knicks good for 2.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. We know star power is critical, Clark, but when you look at the great bench players, what distinguishes them in your estimation?
A couple of things, Kevin, when you talk about outstanding role players. One is not only do they accept their role, they embrace it. They thrive in it. They really relish it. It could be impacting the game defensively or impacting it with energy and offensive rebound. Sometimes it's a designated scorer who comes off the bench to just inject offense. Lou Williams as a 6th man.
Sure.
Benny Johnson when he was with the Pistons. I mean, there are a number of guys. John Havlicek, his great Hall of Fame career was pretty much started as a 6th man. So Kevin McHale and so forth. You can go down the list, but they impact the outcome with some aspect or aspects of their game, which is awesome to see.
The Pacers making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Here's Holiday. And the Pacers can't get it to go. It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. It's a 3-point game. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance. Felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. And Holiday kicks to Bogdanovich. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Lopez, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And Jimmy Butler is something of a quirky character. Has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind it. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
And Butler never afraid to be a little bit different, listening to country music in the locker room, much to his teammates' chagrin.
In the offseason, riding around in a van with a baby on board sticker, even though he's single with no kids. Remove the rearview mirror as a symbolic reminder to never look back. This guy's special.
And the basket is good. Holiday's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And with that bucket, he ceases a 14-0 run by New York.
To the middle. Stripped it away. Pass to Leaf. And here's Crawford. Pass to Holiday. Over Porzingis. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge bridge.
And Canada throws it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Now here's Crawford. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Holiday left side. Pulls up. Rejected by Chapman, and he gets it back. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Douglas is checked in for the Knicks. New York leading by 7. Here's Chapman. He's got 8. Inside, here's Harkless. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now a 9-point Knicks lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Time call here. Indiana decides to talk it over. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And this is why scouting is so important. You've got to be able to identify those role players who can complement what your team does.
And you know what, Greg? Every team has guys that play different roles. As a matter of fact, most players in the league are role players. It's a matter of understanding your role and doing it well, because role players are just as important as the stars.
Lee passes to Holiday. Crawford against Hardaway. And Jamal Crawford gets the 3.
It's Thaddeus Young getting in the way of the defense there. Really solidly done on the screen.
Here's Chapman, and the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. Cantor. Here's Porzingis. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots to a good start.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for New York.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
Here's Chapman, guarded by Holiday. They get it again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Exactly. I mean, that's what's helped them build this early lead.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for New York. Ntilikina comes in for the captain. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Lopez, he's checked in for TJ Leaf. Sabonis comes in for Thaddeus Young. Durant's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Jamal Crawford. Here's Chapman. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. 6 to shoot. From 12 feet out. It's rebounded by Indiana. Last time they met was in Indiana.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout. And
it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
They got Porzingis. Jimmy Butler is out there with the captain. Then it's Turner. And it's Knox, and it's the free-throw. That's the 5 for New York right now. Oladipo against Butler. Passes it to Knox. Shot clock at 6. New York moving it around. Three-pointer.
An unsung part of Durant's game as the instincts and length to guard a number of positions.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, the captain in the last game against the Celtics was outstanding. He scored 14 points and, as always, was at the defensive end as well. He blocked a lot of shots. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when a player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Here's Porzingis. Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
To the paint. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Yeah, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Here's Chapman. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 7.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Here's Chapman, guarded by Holiday. And Turner kicks to Butler. And the pass to Chapman. Right side Turner. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Turner's got 9 points in the quarter.
Boy, Turner's really good at picking the defense apart, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Oladipo dishes to Lopez. For the finish. And he gets off the fast break with a monster slam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Now here is Holiday. 6 points for him. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Durant.
Well, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Chapman the pass to Butler. Here's Chapman, guarded by Holiday. Chapman's shot is off.
Unfortunately, his shot has been everywhere, all over the place. Can't buy a basket. However, his teammates got him covered.
Now, here's Oladipo. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game. That one drops for him. Oladipo's got 9.
Oladipo's mid-range game continues to look better. He's a consistent threat from this area.
Chapman the pass to Butler. Here's Chapman. To Porzingis. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And I think they're winning because of him. I mean, he's hitting a lot of his shots right now.
We've got 1:48 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Holiday. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, Oladipo has tremendous athleticism, and with his effort on the offensive glass, he keeps possessions alive for his team.
Chapman the pass to Butler. Knocks it loose. Here's Chapman. Lopez covering. Pass to Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. Over Sabonis. Porzingis can't hit.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with it.
And for Victor Oladipo, for so many teams, he was the second option on offense. But now, Clark, he's shown he is a full-fledged #1 option.
And you know the thing about that, Kevin, that's really heartening is his teammates love him being in that spot. And that speaks to Oladipo's unselfishness and character. I mean, Russell Westbrook and Aaron Gordon both had great things to say about Oladipo's success leading the team. And again, just a credit to who he is as a young man.
The free throw drops for Oladipo.
Oladipo's become a very efficient combo guard, somebody who can score the ball at a high clip as well as get the ball to open teammates when necessary.
Here's Shatton. He's got 12.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach would probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Bogdanovich is checked in for the Pacers. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting. Well, you look at the captain. He's out in front in the East. A superstar talent, certainly worthy of accolade. And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. Outside Holiday. Oladipo right side. To the wing right side. Just 4 to shoot. Sabonis. No good off the back of the rim. New York leading by 4. Here's Chapman. 16 seconds left in the first half of the game. Feet out. A shot, no good. Got it off in time, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. New York ahead, leading by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half can turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Indiana, they got Victor Oladipo. Sabonis is out there with Durant. And it's Brook Lopez. And it's Nunez. And at the 1 spot, here's Chapman following the basket by Brook Lopez. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Porzingis has got 15.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, just a real lack of aggressiveness there right now. I mean, can't give up these types of layups to begin the quarter, Greg. I mean, that's a no-no.
Here's Turner. After the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Chapman the pass to Knox. Here's Porzingis. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Nunez passes to Lopez. Butler against Durant. Back to Lopez. Outside Durant, drug past the arc. They grab their own miss. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Lopez.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Chapman. 12 points for him. Passes it to Porzingis. Knocks it loose. Down low. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Porzingis has got 19 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Pacers now. Shoots from 12. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Knicks take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. In NBA history, only a handful of rookies have averaged 20 points and 10 rebounds. And Clark, you were one of them.
Yeah, it's a point of pride for me. Obviously wasn't able to be part of a playoff team in the short time I played, but did distinguish myself individually for the short time I played. And it's fairly select company. When you talk 2010 guys as rookies, it's a pretty impressive list to be on. Actually, one of my peers, Terry Cummins, is also part of that first-year 2010 group.
We talked about names: Wilt Chamberlain, Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem, Tim Duncan, Bird, Shaq. I mean, what great names.
Yeah, some phenomenal names, no doubt about it. Glad to be on that roll call list.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
Excellent awareness there, zipping the ball over to the perfect spot to score.
Chapman the pass to Cameron. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. New York moving it around. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
A different look for New York. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Butler. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Knox.
Riding that Porzingis wave for this one.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
And, you know, Porzingis plays with such fearlessness. I love that about him. And he's also a big guy with some agility and endless range. This guy has in-the-gym range if anybody has one.
Here's Leaf. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Durant up top, covered by Beasley. Moves it to the block. Here's Chapman. 12 points for him. Here's Beasley. The shot misses. Great D that time from Durant. Fast break. Here they come. The pass to Leaf. No good from outside. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's Chapman. Right side, Porzingis. Porzingis is double. Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that
A
dunk?
nice way to tap that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Nunez passes to Durant. Here's Leaf, covered by Beasley. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Durant. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
And Durant has just such a fluid release. Very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
Kicks it to Beasley. Pass to Canner. Here's Chapman. This one for 3. A rebound by Young.
And I think these are the shots he's got to avoid taking. I mean, already struggling. He's not helping his team right now looking at those shots.
Nunez passes to Durant. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And the Knicks making a change here. Johnson's checked. Nunez covered by Chapman.
Should have took that shot, maybe.
Pass to Oladipo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the 3.
Next on the bench.
Chapman with the rebound. Chapman's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Harkless. That one misses. So Indiana will take it the other way. Oladipo outside. Ball's knocked loose. Young outside. Over Harkless. Indiana again missing. New York leading by 13. To the inside. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
And Miles Turner, obviously one of the strongest shot blockers, Clark, in the NBA, in large part to his length.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the timing, too, Kevin, is a big asset in blocking shots. I think he's already a strong defender, and he's only going to get better as he gets more experience and strength. Boy, I tell you, he has been lights out. Sadly, they're still behind. He needs his guys to step up.
Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Sabonis, the pass to Nunez. Excellent D from Chapman.
Boy, the defense was great. Superb, stellar, platinum level. Can't really contest that shot any better than that.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Sabonis. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Sabonis with the bucket. Sabonis has got 8 points.
Yeah, I like Sabonis' game inside because he's confident and skilled.
Chapman the pass to Turner. Shot from 12. And Oladipo pulls it down. Oladipo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Chapman. He's got 12. He kicks it to Harkless. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. He's got 9.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
And so it's New York out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way.
However, have not been. I'm sorry, I'm sure.
In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2 guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter. So it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. You've got Miles Turner. Jimmy Butler is out there with Knox. Then there's the captain, and it's Hardaway in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here's Hardaway to the inside. Chapman in a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
The first one falls. He hits both from the stripe. Pacers trail by 19. And Bogdanovich kicks to Oladipo. Durant against Butler. Durant finds Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
The up fake from Lopez working to perfection.
No good on the second free throw. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for New York. Here's Chapman. Pass to Butler. It's stolen by Oladipo.
You're just in the way, Turner.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. The pass to Bogdanovich. Six on the shot clock to the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Here's Chapman, guarded by Oladipo. Shoots from the right block. Chapman, that's good. Chapman's got 4 points this quarter.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Now, here's Oladipo. Durant with it. Some solid defense from Butler. To the middle. Here's Hardaway. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Oladipo. Turner comes with the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. You look at rebounding now, Clark. Teams relying less on one guy and more on collective team rebounding, especially, it seems, on the defensive end.
Yeah, and you think about it, Kevin, with the space and pace game, positionless basketball, if you will, or versatile basketball that takes place, more guys are spread out and away from the goal. Bigger guys are not always camped in the lane, so everybody got to rebound the ball, more so today than in past decades, because, again, the three-point shots are coming at a rapid rate. Longer rebounds are available now, so everybody's got to be attuned to rebounding the ball. Good job putting the pass in front of him. Throw it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
Here's Chapman, guarded by Oladipo. No one near Turner as he lets it go. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Inside, and Kevin Durant with the slam.
Boy, I love how unselfish Oladipo is. Great at getting his teammates involved and on-time, on-target passes.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Shots good by Turner.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here is Durant, following the score by Miles Turner. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bogdanovich. Knicks with the rebound. Turner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Knox. Pass to Chapman. Clark If you've always been a student of the game, you've seen a number of guys do a great job of changing styles as they've gotten older in the game.
Yeah, that's always fun to watch. I think about Magic Johnson. I think about Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan.
Right.
You watch these guys, and there are a number of other guys, too. I mean, those come to mind pretty prominently. But again, it's about a concession to who you are for real, not who you used to be. And I love seeing guys play more on the ground when they were high flyers earlier, or add a jump shot when they were drivers. Those are neat evolutions to see.
And Oladipo kicks to Durant. And here's Sabonis. Lopez inside. He's against Turner. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
New York moving it around. Bogdanovich against Hardaway. Pass to Knox. Here's Chapman. Over Durant. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Why would he give it to me right
Here's
there?
a chance
Like,
now to
come
check
on,
out
man.
the New York
We ain't
Knicks'
have enough
upcoming
time to run
schedule.
that stupid shit.
On Sunday,
That was just
they'll be
dumb.
matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Durant. Gets that one through the hole, making him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And deadly from pretty much anywhere on the court. Durant is a relentless scorer.
New York calls timeout. A lot of super teams trying to form right now, Clark, in the NBA. Golden State, one of them. Talk about some of the sacrifices stars have to make, for instance, in Houston, when they join forces.
Kevin, that's such a great point, and one that's often just overlooked or underemphasized, the sacrifices you have to make to be a championship team. And usually that starts at the top of your roster with your best players. And sometimes they have to bend and mold their games to the people around them. So that's the hard part of it. Just because you put together a lot of talent, as we've seen, doesn't mean you're going to win a championship. So the sacrifices, the commitment, those are big parts of contending for titles.
Here's Chapman. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Over to the left wing. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. 18 points for the captain.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Nunez passes to Durant. Over Butler. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
So that is not what they want. A contested jump shot, the defense right on it. You need to get a better shot than that.
Highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
Here's Porzingis. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Porzingis has got 24.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
Here's Chapman. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Look, an interesting aspect of the one-and-done controversy. Increasingly, these guys are being asked to take on a big role in the NBA right away.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'm all for guys that have the unique ability and opportunity to play pro basketball out of high school or after 1 or 2 years of college. I would love to see college kids hang around for 2 or 3 years, but that's not realistic for the supremely gifted. But it does put pressure on your teams if you're expecting these young guys to come in and impact winning right away. It takes a little time, in most cases, for even really highly talented players to become winning NBA players.
Here's Sabonis following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. Here's Nunez. That shot missing. Great D that time from Chapman. The Knicks leading by 23. Oh, Turner in position. Stolen by Durant. Nunez, covered by Chapman, and a fast break now for the Knicks. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Now Oladipo passes to Sabonis. Kicks to Durant. Over Butler. Shots good by Durant.
Yeah, those shots are taken totally in rhythm, high percentage quality shots, and really getting whatever he wants.
Here's Chapman. Turner passes to Knox. In terms of competitive balance, Clark, the 2-3 teams being the heavy favorites every year, what do the other teams really have to play for?
Well, first and foremost, the opportunity to rewrite that script. I mean, just because teams are heavy favorites don't mean they're going to prevail in competition. So that's the first thing. And you never know what can happen. We've talked about it before, Kevin, the unpredictability of teams and seasons, how they play out, injuries, personnel, all of that stuff factors in. So you're
Nunez, he's guarded by Chapman. Some nice passing here by Indiana, but shot's good from Leaf.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
Here's Chapman for Zingis at the elbow. To the inside. Chapman, that's good. Chapman's got 10 points in just the second half.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Outside Durant. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Durant's got 8 points in the quarter.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Chapman the pass to Knox. And here's Porzingis, defended by Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Butler against Bogdanovich. Yep, that one goes in there. And it's 7 points for Butler.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Knicks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this one. Such an overall great performance it was for the captain.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
And a fast break now for the Knicks. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
Durant, the pass to Nunez. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Well, hopefully they can ride this momentum into the next game, because this one is done. Over. Finished.
Here's Chapman. So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Ready to play a good game tonight. Thanks for setting me up.
Yeah, guess what?
Yo, what's up, Charlie?
Interview.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Shaq and Kenny, you're on.
All right. Thank you.
This is Shaq. Another double-double for you tonight. Made it look easy, buddy. How are you able to control things on the offensive end with this level of consistency?
Well, a lot of what makes me look good is the system that we play in. You know, I don't really have to overthink possessions. I know my guys are going to be screening and cutting, and as long as we make the same reads, all I got to do is deliver the pass on time, and they take care of the rest. It's a really easy team to play on.
You keep playing like that, buddy, you're going to win many championships. Good luck to you, son.
That's the plan. Here you go.